Is China about to save the USA's housing economy? A little birdie in the sky is telling me that that very well could happen for Americans. Who would have ever thought that China would become our greatest ally? No, I'm not talking for the globalist elitists. I'm talking about for the American people. China is currently threatening to unload $1.9 trillion in the tariff war against the United States. Now, this isn't against the American people, as they've already stated very clearly that they know that the American people in general have nothing to do with what our politicians do, or should I say our globalist elitists, wannabe elitists. This $1.9 trillion that China is about ready to unload are mortgage-backed securities. What this means to the American people is that if they do unload them, your mortgages, your rent is going to be cut in half. If they dump all of that asset right now, it's not going to hurt the American people. What it's going to do is it's going to hurt all of the global elitists who have been exchanging on the stock market with your blood, sweat, and tears. As I said the other day in my other video, as part of the Great Awakening, the unfoldment and the imbalances that are in our world, country to country, nation to nation, people to people, need to be rebalanced. We all know now that there are global elitists that have been working very desperately to try to have world power and world control over everyone. And that is in nobody's highest good except for the global elitists. For the record, these people are not elitists. They're just very high-level criminals, many of whom have systematically and very, very much through dark sorcery overtaken systems that really never belonged to them. So if China follows through on their promise right now to unload this $1.9 trillion of mortgage-backed securities, you can count on the fact that your mortgages are going to be costing you half the price, and so will your rent. This would honestly be one of the greatest gifts for the American people, who, the middle class of which, do most of the work and create most of the services in our nation, and who are now being forced into poverty. And of course, the same thing is going on with all of these Chinese people who are now presenting to us a direct ability to order products directly from them, who are really the ones who've been manufacturing these products all along. So instead of having to pay exorbitant amounts of money to these fake labels, you now can buy direct for pennies on the dollar. Now, a lot of people might think that this is bad for America, but I would just venture to say that we are one people. We are one body of Christ globally. And that means that our brothers and sisters in China have been equally as exploited as the brothers and sisters in America. And we have to reach a point where we start to work hand in hand as brothers and sisters around the world to bring balance and order back to all of our nations, which we are all part of. One body of God, one body of Christ, one world, new earth, not to be construed for the global elitist plan to have control over everyone. We the people, for the people, globally. If you'd like to see this happen real time, put a little comment in this note, share this video out, and make it go viral so that we can let China know that we would love to see them do this, so that humanity and Americans can afford to have homes again to live in. As many of you know, many Americans nationally are living in tents right now, working 3 jobs, some of them, and they still can't afford a home. This is not only terrible for humanity, but it's also demonic. Wouldn't this be amazing if we could get our allies in China to ensure that something does happen for Americans that also helps to reset our housing crises? What do you guys think? Leave your comments below. See you next time.